Hi APUSH students. In this video we're going to be talking about the thematic learning objectives, otherwise known as the themes of APUSH. Every time you study a time period or read a chapter, you're going to want to think about what you're reading in terms of these different themes. I'm going to go through each one and just briefly explain them for you. The first theme is identity. This one has to do with how has America's national identity changed over time? And also, how have gender, class, ethnic, religious, regional, and other group identities changed in different eras? The second theme is work, exchange, and technology. In this one, you want to think about how have changes in markets, transportation, and technology affected American society from colonial times to present day. You'll also consider how different labor systems developed in British North America and the United States, and how have they affected U.S. society. And finally, you'll consider economic values and the role of government in the U.S. and how that, in the U.S. economy, and how that's affected politics, society, and the environment. The third theme is peopling. When you consider that theme, you'll be answering questions such as why have people migrated to, from, and within North America, and how have changes in migration and population patterns affected American life. Theme number 4 is politics and power. In this theme, you'll be considering different political and social groups and how they have kind of thought. You might look at different political parties, for example, Democrats, Republicans, etc., how their parties' values and the power they have changed over time. For the theme politics and power, you would also look at and interpret the Constitution and how that interpretation has affected political life in the United States. You might also look at debates over civil rights and how that has influenced political life. Theme 5 is America in the World. And in this one you'll consider how events in the United States have related to things that are happening in other parts of the world, and also how different factors have influenced the U.S. Militarily, diplomatically, and economically, and influence the United States' involvement throughout the world in those areas. Number 6, environment and geography, both physical and human. In this theme, you'll consider how people in the United States interacted with their natural environment and how that shaped how the United States came to be, both their values, how did it influence people who lived here. You'll also, of course, consider the economic changes that affect the environment and demographic changes that affect the environment. And of course, there's lots of debates over how the environment should be used, and there have been those debates from the time the first settlers interacted with the Native Americans. The final theme is ideas, belief, and culture. And when you consider this theme, you will answer the question, how and why have moral, philosophical, and cultural values changed in the United States?